Well, today I'm gonna be looking at putting in some wiring for the lights to the gauges and powering the water temperature gauge. So I'm gonna try to connect the temperature gauge. So I'm looking at these wiring diagrams, and the ones that you usually, well, the only ones available that I know of are these. They're factory, but they're available in Haynes and everywhere else, and they have this little diagram here with the instrument cluster and then the instrument cluster lights right here and the switching for it. So I'm kind of following these lines, and there's a Bianco, a white wire that turns on the instrument cluster lights, and it leads to the lighting here, which I went and drew up my own diagram here for the back of the instrument cluster, because the view in the manuals are reversed. So I don't know, I just had a hard time always trying to switch, reverse them around in my mind, and plus I had some modifications to do with the alternator change that I made instead of a generator. So I drew this up and made some changes, but this is the white wire that powers up the gauge lights. So somehow I'm going to figure out, I guess maybe by the switch, if I can get to it without taking the dash apart, to connect a wire to these two new gauges to these lights, instrument cluster lighting. Maybe there's something here with the flasher unit maybe I can use, but I don't know. When I turn the instrument cluster lights on, I figure I want to have those two new gauges turn on, not when the headlights turn on, or not when I turn the ignition on. I'll just have them turn on like the instruments in the car, which is by this switch on the dash next to the wiper and next to the headlight switches. It's kind of actually with the coupes, I think on the sedans, maybe all the 850s, they have a separate light switch to turn on your instrument cluster. It's like a on or off. I think maybe a Spider has a dimmer, but I don't find it very useful. I never turn my instrument cluster lights off, but the switch is there, and if you leave it on, I think they stay on during the day too. So I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. But we'll try to hook it up as soon as I wake up here.